Times, when you're a celebrity in this new modern social media world, you try and do the right thing, you hope that your fans will back you, and then seemingly what starts out as a very good, kind, willing gesture can spectacularly backfire, and more importantly can be very damaging to your ongoing career, no matter what your superstar status is, was or could remain. As ever, who are we talking about? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of a very windy London today. Branches dropping down, leaves flying off trees, the sort of thing. It's lovely in a way though, isn't it? Because you get to see that wonderful autumnal stuff, But it does also mean, as I've said many times before, the leaves become bare and everything starts to look a little bit darker, doesn't it? Not always keen on that little sort of side of winter. I'm sure, let me know what you think. Do you like winter? Does anybody actually like winter? Not quite sure. Back as ever though to your breaking entertainment story of the day. This particular artist has been a superstar now for over 50 years, had many hits like Sailing, Hot Legs, Do You Think I'm Sexy? The list goes on and on. We're talking about the superstar singer, performer and Platinum Jubilee performer a couple of months back now, Sir Rod Stewart. Now, I like Rod. I think he's a fantastic performer, good all-round guy, but seemingly misguided in this latest idea for publicity. And I don't mean that in an unkind way. He's basically decided to do a rather kind and noble gesture. It centres upon the fact that Sir Rod has decided to very kindly rent and pay all the bills for over a year for 7 Ukrainian refugees that have landed here in the United Kingdom. All very kind, all very noble, and genuinely a nice thing to do. But as ever, there's two sides to every story, are there not? And when you are a superstar multimillionaire singer that's enjoyed colossal success, stemming of course from your home country, particularly Scotland, and then of course when he moved down to London, then people do look and say, well, what about us? And that's simply what's now escalated dramatically, because of course there are many worthy causes, all homegrown. You only have to look at the homelessness here on the streets of London, across the United Kingdom. Ex-army veterans, many people could do with very similar things. This particular family, you see, have only actually been in England for a matter of weeks. So seemingly, well, it's a kind gesture, perhaps a little bit of deeper thought into the background. Now, where does this leave, Sir Rod in the future? Well, it's going to be rather tricky for him, because unless he does something, makes a huge sizable donation to a British charity, whether that be based in England, Ireland, Scotland or Wales, then, things could be rather tricky. And as ever with celebrities, they continue to need to sell their music, their product, their tickets. And his wife, of course, Penny Lancaster, is also a part-time member as a special constable of the British police force, and sometimes a panellist on Loose Women, similar to The View in America. So obviously she's now going to receive quite a bit of backlash too. It's interesting, as I say, because it started out as a nice, kind and obviously, thoughtful gesture that has now spectacularly backfired. But seemingly like Rod's famous hit, he doesn't want to talk about it right now. But is Rod, as ever, truly sailing into very choppy waters? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.